Welcome to WBRO, the show where the two Throw Me Podcast brothers by blood, yeah, making it metal already, talk to you about their football teams and fantasy football, as well as any other fun stuff like national days and anything else we can get involved in and talk about. Man, I am your one host, Revealed Rob, and the other person next to me, you hear him laughing over there. That is Tombstone Josh. He is the other host of the show. The show's got two hosts, man.
What's up, my friend, my brother, my comrade, or whatever that word is? Comrade, whatever the heck that word is. How
Come,
you doing, man?
come a million.
Yeah, there you go. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Yeah, man, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Refreshed, kind of, kind of
Good.
gathering up. Kind of, got some happiness last week. That was awesome. Doing pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm awesome, man. I'm stoked. I always look forward to doing these episodes, and we have a whole lot of stuff to talk about today. Really looking forward to hearing about your trip, man. That's oh my gosh, he disappeared. Oh, there he is. I'm really excited to hear about that because I don't know if you know this, brother, but I'm a big fan of you and whenever you're having a good time. So I know that you had an awesome time. Um, so I can't wait to hear about that. But there's also that. There's lots of football stuff to talk about, which, hey, both of our teams stink. So there you go.
Yeah,
That's so much
yeah,
fun, right?
pretty much. First off, you being a fan of me, that means I got like three, so that's awesome. With you and my just universal things pals, or just whatever things pals.
Yeah.
They're called just universal things, but they talk about all kinds of stuff. We've been in that drama before with the Disnoids, where we talked about other stuff. People are like, "What's up with your name, man?"
Yeah.
So fun stuff.
Here's
But
what it is.
yes, our teams suck very badly.
They do.
Well, I don't know if they. I mean, it's only week two, but they're 0-2. They are 0-2, man.
I
So
can't wait to dive into that section of the show because I have some thoughts, man.
okay, and there's some interesting stuff going on with your team to talk
Yeah.
about for sure. Before then, I guess we shouldn't bury the lead anymore. I'm back from Halloween Horror Nights, the thing I look forward
Yeah.
to every single year, save up all year long because it is a pretty penny, but it is a penny that is worth spending every single year, man. So yes, I am finally back from Halloween Horror Nights. Had a fantastic time. Got a little tipsy one of the nights, but
Did you?
I
Look
did,
at
man. I
that.
did.
Nice,
I
man.
did. Because you gotta get the Blinky Cup for souvenir reasons, and then I just kinda kept going, you know? But
Ah,
had a
okay.
good time.
Heck yeah,
Had a
man.
good time.
I can't. What was the drink of choice, or did you mix it up?
I got, like, their specialty drinks, so one night was, like, Electric Death was the name. I'm like, "Heck yeah, that sounds
Nice.
metal, I want that." I didn't look at the ingredients. I think the only time I looked at the ingredients, I saw, like, jalapeno. I'm like, "I don't want nothing spicy in my drink."
Well, hold
Um,
up, right now. Note this: the name of this week's episode is going to be Electric Death. Got to be,
yes!
because I love that
Mm,
name too, man.
Electric Death is awesome. So, yeah, I got one of those. I got, something called with ooze in it, so I'm like, "Heck yeah, the ooze." Uh,
Ivan Ooze.
Ivan Ooze or Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
And that one got me over the top because I was a little more alcoholic than the normal fruity drinks that I get. So,
Wow.
and just, of course, the Dead Coconut Club, which is a thing they do yearly now. They turned the red coconut into the dead coconut. Got
Cool.
some pictures there with Frankie and the bride. They put the chair from Monsters Cafe. Remember that chair that was outside?
Oh, sweet.
They put that in there for this special thing. I'm sure it's going to go to Epic Universe when they do Universal Monsters Land. But
Yeah.
they put it there, so I took a picture with that. Awesome club, man. They had some music going on and stuff like that. That was a cool thing to go, and I got some drinks in there. Um, just had a good time. Had a really good time. Hung out
Sweet.
with Hunters Podcast brethren and
Right
sisters.
on.
They were there. Got some Patreon people with Chad and Michelle. Hung out with them.
Oh,
Well,
sweet.
Jimmy from the Horrific Network. Hung out with him one night. Bernard, we all love Bernard. Had a good time
Yes.
at him. Just fun hanging out with people. 1D's wife was there. I got to meet her the second time ever meeting her. She and I got along, which is awesome.
Uh-huh.
So she's cool. Everybody was cool. That was a good time. The houses rocked. I enjoyed all 8 of them. There's 10
Oh boy.
houses. I thoroughly enjoyed 8 of them. 2 houses I'm a little iffy spiffy on. Well, one I'm a little iffy on. The other one I full on no, I did not like. Um, I won't go
Okay.
too much into detail on that because I don't know if I'm going to be on the Haunters show doing rankings and all that. But you know what? Screw it. Who cares? Dueling Dragons. I didn't like that house too much.
Oh, I'm so glad you brought that up because that is the one I had questions about. Because I don't like what the hell is that theme? Is it a nod to the old roller coaster?
Yes, it is a nod to the old roller coaster. They put like a
Okay.
story behind it and all that stuff. And you would think I would enjoy it with what I'm about to say because the villains kind of look like Power Ranger kind of villains in there, which is like right up my
Oh,
alley.
okay.
but the house just was lacking to me in
Okay.
so many areas, and it's just like I could have done without this. And plus, if you're giving me something that looks like Power Rangers, just give me Power Rangers house, man. I'd much rather go to a house with Ivan Ooze and Lord Zed and Rita over here,
Yeah.
as opposed to whatever they're trying to do in the
Goldar.
house. And
Goldar be
Goldar,
scaring the
yeah,
shit out of
Goldar.
people with.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that house, but other than
And what
that,
was it? Was it? Did it just seem like one of those that was the last thing done on a Friday or the first thing done on a Monday, where they just didn't put their whole effort into it?
I mean, it's not the cast did what they needed to do. I just think that it was a mess of an idea that probably cool, good on them trying to do that, but it just didn't work.
Got it.
So yeah, I did that, but the other houses love Chucky, of course. Did Chucky the most? The house I went through the most. Absolutely loved and adored that house. It's everything I could have hoped for and more. The Exorcist was the scariest house in my opinion.
Nice.
Can't wait to see that movie even more now. And then Stranger Things was beautiful and awesome and lived up to the
Oh, I
show.
forgot that was even a house, man.
Yeah, so had a
Wow.
fantastic time. It was just about going there to have a good time, get away. Stayed at Aventura for the first time, which is an awesome resort hotel, and did a lot of walking.
Yeah.
So that planning for
Good.
walking actually worked out. I did feel better this year. Still some tough areas, but I definitely felt better walking around and everything. But Halloween Horror Nights just getting bigger and bigger and bigger every single year, and this year
Sweet, man.
was no different. Can't wait to see how they fix it. What they end up doing is getting huge, and the crowds are getting big to maybe where it is time we need to split this thing back up and put 5 on Universal and 5 in IOA, or maybe even put some in Epic Universe to draw a crowd over
Wow.
there when that opens. But it's getting very packed and crowded over there, so it's something to think about going forward.
I mean, what if it's just a this is the time of year people are thinking to go now?
Maybe, maybe. I mean,
Which
it
I don't know
was
why, because it's still like you said, it's still super hot down there.
yeah, and it's week 3 of the event, so people are kind of trying to. It's
Mm,
still fresh and all that, but normally it's busiest in October. That's why we go in September. But
yeah.
overall, though, fantastic trip, great time. Love hanging out with all of them. Had a good time. Did the thing. Just fun.
How about some scare zones? What was the standout scare zone?
The standout was Vamp 69, which was a
Sweet.
fantastic. I love vampires and I love groovy music, man. Which I want. I'm glad you brought that up because I learned through that. I was already a Beatles fan. They play a couple Beatles songs in there,
Okay.
um, but I
For
learned
whatever reason,
through.
I'm getting like Austin Powers vibes from a Vamp 69.
Of
Was it
course.
like that or?
I mean, it's just vampires and 60s music and people saying peace and love everywhere. And, you got the tie dye stuff going on and all that fun stuff, which, again, right up my alley. That's kind of my vibe. That and 80s hair metal is my thing. So, I enjoyed that. But love the Beatles. Loved a lot of the music. But this zone taught me that I am a huge CCR. That's Creedence Clearwater Revival for those not in the know. I'm a huge fan of that band apparently, and they've got
Okay.
so many jams of songs, and it's
Mm,
just every time they came on, like I'd come out of one of the houses because it's the walkways behind Jimmy Fallon, so you could walk out of that area from Jimmy Fallon, and you're like the Beatles or like CCR,
uh-huh.
and just singing out loud every single time. Like that was such a fun vibe. I love the Vampire Zone. It was awesome when they did 84, and now they did 69 this year. They did 55 a while back. I didn't get to do that one, but I'm sure that was just as fun.
Okay, refresh my memory a little bit. Whenever they did the one from the 80s, they had like a Prince looking one or like
Yes.
characters from the 80s. Did they do that with the 60s too or?
The only one I saw was like a Jimi Hendrix looking one. Other than that, the rest of them are kind of like, hippie people
Okay,
and all that stuff.
cool.
But um,
Tracks.
there was a Jimi Hendrix one, which was probably Dr. Oddfellow, if I had to guess. But yeah, he looked cool up close and personal. But it's cool the way they just go through that zone and they jump in your face and scare you and all that stuff. Like that
Awesome.
zone was fantastic and awesome. The other zones, the jungle was cool, but that area is normally cool. Shipyard could have been better. It was all right.
Ah,
Kind of the idea was Dr. F. Oddfellow has these creatures. So there's like Tooth Fairy from a previous year. Nosferatu was freaking there,
mhm.
but it was fine, but it wasn't great. And then that Zodiac Zone, just no idea what they were going for with that one.
Wow.
That was a weird one, especially in an area where they had Chucky and they had oh god, the Vanity Ball show, and then they've had the Cemetery show, and just cool stuff that's happened there before. And this year kind of felt flat.
Okay, gotcha.
So,
How
what
would
can
how
you do?
would this one stack up against other years you've been so far?
I think other years have been stronger. That's not to say that
Oh,
this year wasn't good and had awesome stuff going on, but I think overall, event wise, there's been stronger years. So going into this, I think, and I think a couple other people are thinking like this is gonna be the biggest and greatest year of all time.
mm,
No,
yeah.
I think 29, 30, somewhere around there was probably better, bigger. 28, of course, was my first year, so there's bias there, but I didn't do everything, so I can't ever say that was the best
Mhm.
year without knowing everything that happened.
Yeah.
But it was still a good year. I didn't watch Nightmare Fuel because I've seen it 2 years before. Not really that big of a difference this year. Nothing against the performers; they do fantastic stuff. Just it's 30 to 40 minutes of time you can be doing something else.
Cool.
Uh, there's no Water Lagoon show, which felt off after we've had that the
Ah,
last 3 years because so that was
that's always so
missing.
good.
Yeah, and I never caught Megan. I never got to see Megan. So the
Damn.
Megan dancing horde. The Haunters people did get to see it. I did not get to see it because it's just random. They show up whenever.
What's the what was the other thing? David Pumpkins. Did you encounter that?
I did encounter that. Had a good time laughing at that. That's in the Peacock Bar, which the Peacock Bar was cool.
Of course it is.
I got a picture with the Purge girl. That was awesome. I haven't
Yeah.
posted any pictures. I don't take a lot of pictures when I'm on vacation. I'm just there to enjoy the vibe.
Mhm.
But I got some pictures. Thankfully, the people I go with are like, "You want a picture?" I'm like, "Yeah, cool." Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, I did that. I didn't do anything with David S. Pumpkins, but I watched it from afar and saw how funny it was. He kind of says the same 5 lines over and over and over again.
I get it.
It's the
Yeah.
same guy every time. So good job by him. You know,
It's huge from the small SNL skit that it was. It's huge, man. It's
yeah.
insane.
Yeah. So that was fun. It was fun seeing him interact with people and everything and having a good time. And people like, he'll say any questions. People are like, several, or and he's like, he does his thing. It was hilarious. So that was cool. The Chucky twisted picture thingy. I can't remember the name of it.
Uh-huh.
Carnival of Chaos. No, that's the Japan thing. Anyways, that was cool. That was at Cabana. That was a picture opportunity thing. That was awesome. Had a good time walking through that. And then yeah, overall, just awesome, fun time. I got a Chucky popcorn
Yeah,
bucket, which
man.
is on my desk that talks to
Yes.
you,
When you
which
came,
is
when the day you came home, you stopped by the house and you showed me that popcorn bucket is legit.
it's freaking awesome. I had to get it for sure. And then I'm looking at other stuff online now that I didn't get because there's still time to buy this stuff. So
Yeah, I'm still
yeah,
hoping to go. So if you need stuff, you need me to pick something up while I'm down there, let me know.
yeah, man. Let me know when you go. I might go with you. Who knows?
Cool.
But
Cool.
yeah, I'll let you know if picking up stuff. But great time. Loved hanging out with the people. And
Good.
don't have my houses fully ranked yet. I still, I mean, obviously Chucky's my favorite house, but
Uh,
um, other than that, and then my least favorite is Dueling Dragons. Other than that, we got to figure
mhm.
out some rankings and areas. But fun
Cool.
time, man. Fun time
Yeah,
nonetheless.
stay tuned, everybody, for whenever Haunters and Review at Rob drop their rankings show. Make sure you tune in for that because it's going to be a good time. Those guys over there, the
Okay.
Haunters, know what they're talking about. And Review at Rob, man, you're awesome at reviewing things.
Yep. Yep. Lynn, Zach, and Lensing around. What are their names? Brooke, 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 Zach, and Wendy did some
There you
reviewing recently. Freaking watching TV, and I saw a freaking lens thing over there. I'm like, check out that lens.
go.
It's awesome.
That's
Yeah,
sweet, man.
because the guy had like a cup that's like a camera lens.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, that's a freaking cool freaking cup, man. know, like the thing you put on a camera, like zooms
Yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
that's cool. That's a cool thing.
Wow.
But yeah, check out Hunter's new episode. They did a review this week. So
Heck yeah, man. Did you wrap up your Halloween Horror Nights talk? Was there anything else?
no, I'm good. The only other thing I did during that trip was I saw the Nun 2, which I will
Yeah.
review soon enough. I think my
Nice.
show will come out Monday. I'm moving that to Movie Monday. you know.
Perfect, man. I like it. I like it. I dig it. I got a question for you. Just popped in my head.
hmm
It's not super random because there we go. I have my man, my dog, my main man, Buckethead, right here behind my shoulder. Okay,
Yes,
you see him back there?
I see.
Okay. So one of the best comedians on TikTok right now is Matt Rife. Are you familiar with this guy? I
Yeah.
feel like I send you some of his videos. I send you some other guys' videos. He had one just the other day where he was talking to people about tattoos.
Okay.
And he said, which one's your favorite? And he showed him a Spotify link code tattooed on his arm. And if somebody with a Spotify app can link over your tattoo and it'll play a song of what it was.
Yeah.
And it was NSYNC's Tearing Up My Heart. I was like, that's freaking
Nice.
phenomenal. That's
Yeah.
awesome already. So I know what mine is. Obviously, you maybe already. I'll tell mine so that you have some seconds to pick yours. I'm a tattoo fiend. I have them all up and down my arms. I really want to do this now. I want to have the Spotify code on my arm that somebody can link and hear that song. I'm
Mhm.
going to say what my song is, and then we'll extend it to the crowd out there listening to let us know what their song would be. I'll give you a second to pick yours. But of course, mine's going to be Soothsayer by Buckethead. There is no other song that makes me feel any kind of amazingness that that song does. Um, my days lately, since it's football season, is sports talk,
Yeah.
and it becomes repetitive. They're talking about the same topics all day long, just different perspectives. So sometimes I'm in a good mood, which not lately because the team stinks. But at the end of those sports talk shows, I'm putting on music, and that song always puts me in a good mood. It's so many different levels of his creative genius. It's slow, it's frantic. There's tapping. There's kill switch stuff going on. It's a phenomenal song. That's what I want on my arm. That's probably going to be my next tattoo. Is a
Yeah.
Spotify code of Buckethead Soothsayer. Throw it over to you, sir. What song came to mind first for you, and would you put that on your body?
I mean, this freaking hole in my chest thing right now is freaking red, by the way.
I
Um,
keep feeling like I keep thinking it's like a DX logo.
yeah,
Suck it.
that's kind of what it keeps looking like. Yeah. But that's an interesting idea. My first thought was "Dreams" by Van Halen. It's my all-time favorite song. I love every aspect of that song. It's just a good, positive message.
Uh-huh.
Sammy Hagar is one of the greatest singers of all time. Eddie freaking Van Halen is Eddie freaking Van Halen. So
Yeah,
yeah, that's probably the song I would have on there.
that's cool,
Goofy,
man.
Goofy Wise Power Rangers theme song. I mean, that always gets you going.
That's
I don't
cool.
have any tattoos yet though, so that wouldn't be like the first tattoo I get. But
Hey,
at some
it would be
point,
a good starter. It would be a good kicker off. You know what I mean? Like just a nice little wrist one where people can be like, "Hey, what's going on?" You just show them your wrist, like scan that bad boy, and then it's a song. That's pretty cool. It's a cool idea.
I can't imagine that's too expensive either, right? That's
No,
just a couple lines and all that. So
especially since it's not color. It's just black and white. It's just ink. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
Or
I'm like
black and white. It's just black.
I'm a whole floating head now. This is awesome.
Well, if you need to adjust, you do that, sir. But yes. What song would you have the code for tattooed on you that you would want to? What would be the song you would pick? Is the question we're going to extend to the crowd out there today. So feel free to throw that in those comments and share. Let's get some other answers from other people, man. Like we always say on our other shows, be a friend, tell a friend, help us grow here. But
Yeah,
I thought it
man.
was a pretty cool. I thought it was a pretty cool thing, man. And I think I'm definitely going to do it.
There you go. Go get a Spotify tattoo of our shows. The Throwing
Ha!
Podcast Network. You scan it
That
and then
would
just
be
all our nonsense comes up.
that would be awesome, man. Um, okay, you ready for some National Day stuff?
Absolutely.
All right. So as of the posting of this show, September 22nd, which I believe you can check me on this if I'm wrong, because if I'm correct, one of these on here is kind of funny to me in my ironic brain.
Hmm.
I think yesterday was the first day of fall.
Okay.
If you want to
Yeah,
check that while I go through some of these, I would
I will
greatly
try.
appreciate that.
The cat is laying on my phone right now.
You
Get off
got
my
a
phone,
cat?
you cat.
You got a cat? I didn't know
I
you
mean,
had a
no, I don't.
cat.
Um, First day of fall, the 21st, really? Because isn't like the first day of summer like the 21st as well? So that
Well,
makes
I'm saying
sense.
they're all 21st.
So I
Like the
say the
first day of winter is December 21st. The first day of summer is June 21st.
first day of fall, Google searching, and I get September 22nd or 23rd.
Okay, so then today would be which makes this even more funny. But it's the first one that's on here is Falls Prevention Day,
False
which
perfect.
isn't that kind of ironic and weird that it's Falls Prevention Day, but it's also the first day of fall sometimes.
Yes, that is hilarious, actually.
That's pretty weird. So that's one of them. Which you never want to fall. Falling down sucks. You know what I
No,
mean? So
no, I
I'm,
fell off
I'm
a
on
bus
board
one
with
time.
preventing falls.
Yeah, I fell off the bus one time. That was not embarrassing
Did
at all.
you?
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't know how I did it, but I just fell backwards and landed on my book bag. So at least I had that to land on.
ah.
But
Anything
yeah,
inside break?
no,
Ah, good.
just
All right. How
books. Who
about
cares?
how about Hobbit Day? National Hobbit Day.
Hobbit,
Yeah,
like Lord of the Rings.
I guess so. I've never seen those movies.
I I I think I watched one of them at one point. Okay, cool. I get it. Fan bases have their days, so fine enough, cool enough.
All right, now here's a good one. And I have a question spawning off of this, but this is National Ice Cream Cone Day.
Ooh,
Big fan of that one.
yes.
Are you a ice cream cone fan or ice cream in a cup fan?
Cone if it's
Both.
waffle cone, sugar cone, or
Oh.
whatever. If it's the regular cone, no.
What's a regular cone? What do you call a regular cone?
I don't know. What is the fancy cone? Is that sugar cone or something like that?
Now, see, I would consider a waffle cone as the fancy one because that's the more expensive one.
That one. I like that one.
Okay.
The more crunchy one, not the one you can buy at like Walmart. That's like the little like castle top or whatever you want to call it.
Okay. I
kind of
gotcha.
looks kind of looks like a Lego. You know, like the blue Lego that you put on top of the other
Oh,
Legos.
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I know what
Not
you're talking
that
about.
one. Not that one.
This was my question. It wasn't the cone thing. This is my question. Desserts are better cold. Do you agree or disagree?
First off, you didn't give the option of in a baseball cap.
The little helmets.
Yeah, I remember those things. I don't know if they still do that, but that crap was hilarious. Like, we
Yeah.
gotta get all the helmets.
Yep.
Um, ice cream. I mean, desserts are better cold. That was
Yeah.
the yeah, yeah. I would agree. I would think so. Like, I can't think of many desserts that are hot.
You know what I mean? Like I
I
like a
mean,
good
except for
cheesecake
pie,
that's
I guess,
cold.
right?
Well,
Pie's
yeah,
the
but you
only.
can have pie. You can have pie cold, and I think it's better when it's cold,
I do too, actually. So yes,
unless
I
it's
agree.
pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie has to be warm.
I like yeah, because some people eat warm pudding. I'm like, no.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
no.
No, thank you.
Uh-uh.
I'm not a fan of that one at all.
No.
All right. We're both animal lovers. Would you agree or disagree?
Agreed.
There's two today. So we have National Elephant Appreciation Day, which elephants kick ass,
Yeah.
and then it's World Rhino Day.
Ooh.
Rhinos are pretty cool, man. Anytime I see a rhino at a zoo,
Hmm.
I like that. I like seeing rhinos in person because whenever you see them in person, you remember, oh, these things are tanks.
Yeah, yeah. They are huge. Except my problem is I'm a movie guy, so I always think about Ace Ventura. Um,
I can
and
see
him
that.
escaping the rhino. But yeah, Rhino's got some histories in movies. You got that. You got Rhino in the Spider-Man film.
Good call.
Some good stuff. So there you go.
I like it. I like it. How about National White Chocolate Day? Where are you on the white chocolate scale? Like it, dislike it, okay with it?
Love it. Love me some white
Me too.
chocolate. Cookies and cream Hershey bar. Fantastic.
Nah, I like
Fantastic.
the Hershey's Hugs because it's majority white chocolate with just the stripes.
The
Those
zebras.
things are good.
Yes, those things are good. I like those things. White chocolate Reese's may be the only one I haven't gotten fully into yet. But
Okay.
the white chocolate Kit Kat's really good. The white chocolate Snicker is good.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I like it. I dig it.
Cool,
The
man.
zero bar is good.
Yes, Zero Bar's awesome, man.
Yes,
Underrated. Nobody really
underrated for
talks
sure.
about it. That's a good one.
Yeah.
How about this one? Since you're a big walker now, it's World Car Free Day. So that
Yeah, I've
means
been
if you're going to travel somewhere, don't take a car, take a bike, take a scooter, I guess.
Who's their scooter?
Maybe walk.
Who has a scooter? Are scooters still a thing that people use?
Bro, my kid loves scooters. And if I could ride the thing, I would too, but
Yeah, we
I'd
couldn't.
break it.
I didn't know if that went out of favor like the hoverboard did when that came out, and then everybody just stopped
Oh,
using it.
yeah.
Or the Segway. I haven't seen a Segway in a good freaking long time.
No
Um,
kidding.
I mean, I don't. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna continue walking because I lost 20 pounds on the journey to
Good
HHN and
job,
all that.
man.
Uh,
Congrats to you.
Thank you, thank you. So I'm gonna keep walking. I'm taking the week off just to let my freaking feet regain some kind of strength.
Yeah.
'Cause, that's a lot of HHN walking. But yeah, I'm gonna keep that going. But World No Vehicle Day is that or No Car
No
Day?
car day is what it says. And I don't
Hmm.
know if they started that to help with emissions and the ozone and the environment, stuff like that, which is a great idea, but
Dude,
they're important.
we shoot a rocket through the ozone. Are we really gonna freaking care about cars and all that?
One day helps here and there, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
that was the good national celebration things for today. I wanted to share with you guys. Um, a lot of dessert talk, which I'm a big fan of dessert. So
Yeah,
I thought it was a pretty good one.
that's a good one. Yeah, it was a fun
Yeah.
time for sure.
All right, we ready to talk some football? Get into the Southtown discussion.
Yeah, let's go for it.
All right. Where do you want to start, man? We need some music for right here. We need like the song, like the Southtown song should kick off right here, man.
Speaking of POD, new song, fantastic.
I'm gonna talk about that on my next show,
Heck yes, I want to hear all about that.
which I never record, by the way.
Yeah, apparently not. Um, what are we talking? Okay, Southtown. So you got a lot to talk about with your team. My team, the Texans, are 0-2,
Which,
but
let me interrupt you for a
yeah,
second. Your guy is either third or fourth on the list of top 5 passing yards for the season. Did you see that?
I saw that he led receiving last week. So week 2, he's the number one passer,
Mhm.
and he's in the top 5 for the season so far. So
That's
CJ's
awesome.
Yeah, CJ's doing the thing. Like he's playing
Mhm.
good, mind you, with a offensive line that is hurting and hurt.
Mhm.
Like the majority of our offensive line is hurt, and he's
Yeah.
doing that. So just think what he's going to do when he gets better. On top of that, another positive is Nico Collins is a dog. Like we've been
Nice.
waiting for this for a while, and he is a dog now. He's doing awesome. Tank, our rookie wide receiver, is doing great as well. So everything is looking positive. We're just freaking 0-2. you know,
Tough
um,
matchups. Week
yeah,
1 was tough for you guys. Week 2 was kind of a toss up.
yeah, and we got Jacksonville this week, which we'll probably lose as well.
Mm,
But I don't feel bad. Like I knew it was going to be a tough season, just
okay.
because one is the Texans. We always like the last couple of years have just been rough,
Yeah.
and we're rebuilding everything. First year coach, rookie freaking quarterback. Like it's going to take the time that it needs to take to rebuild everything. But there's positives there that are looking all right. It's only week 2. We can only get
Mhm.
better. We need to get Damian the ball more. He's the running back and he's a freaking star. So we got to get
Yeah.
him the ball more. But overall, it's crazy to be positive when your team has lost both games. But I'm not entirely upset about it. I'm more upset about the fact my fantasy football teams are 0-2 than I am about the Texans right now. But
I get
that
that.
it's a story for later.
Okay, so yeah, I'm glad you're positive, brother, because you deserve it. But I'm gonna go ahead and rain on this damn parade because my
Oh,
freaking team sucks. All right, I'm still gonna support them. I'm still gonna rep the stuff. But man, it has been the most boring brand of offense I have seen in forever. And Frank Wright's supposed to be offensive guru, the first offensive-minded coach in Carolina Panthers history, and we can't throw the ball anywhere, man. It's frustrating. It's really frustrating. Um, Frustrating enough to the point where Bryce Young's hurt. He's not playing this week. Andy Dalton's getting a start, and I'm optimistic about that because maybe we can actually throw for more than 200 yards in a game.
yeah,
Um, there are little tiny bright spots that you can see in Bryce Young's game, but there's a whole lot of just bland. There's nothing that gets you excited. And if you go by what the experts are saying, it's the receiving core. There's no juice on the outside. There's nobody getting separation for him to throw to. I seen this really cool chart was um, it's a quarterback's accuracy versus separation that the receivers are getting. And Bryce Young's accuracy is top of the notch, but it's so far down on his receivers aren't getting any separation that that's pretty much what's attributing to why he's not playing so well. So for all the hype that was going into this year, seeing the way the team has played so far has just been like, oh my gosh. And then every team in the division other than the Panthers are 2-0. So it's like this season is going to be it's going to be a long season. I'm just going to go ahead and brace myself for. I'm not expecting much. I was hyped before, but now it's kind of like. But which the bummer thing about that is the defense is really good. The defense is
yeah.
so good, man.
Unfortunately, you just lost Shaq for the season, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Um, yeah, I mean that's the tough thing with living in South Carolina is you get to see them every weekend. I don't ever see the Texans play unless
uh-huh.
it's like a replayer and re something, and they don't even do that often for the Texans either. Um, but yeah, watching that game, and I'm sure you've seen the video 100 times of Bryce lining up behind the wrong person, and the running back having to push him over. And I was like,
Yeah,
oh. But at the same time, like, oh, he's a rookie, and I know Kirk
yeah.
Cousins did that before, and I know Tyrod Taylor did it before. I'm sure
Well,
there's plenty of quarterbacks that have done it.
they
Um,
interviewed the running back after practice the other day, and the running back was like, he doesn't even know that that's going viral right now because he's so dialed in on studying
yeah,
that he hasn't seen that video is going viral. But he said that Bryce was so locked in on the defense that he wasn't even paying attention where he lined up. So he said he was just giving him a little boost in the right direction.
yeah. I mean, he's got talent. I can see the problem though. I mean,
Mhm.
Thielen is awesome, but Thielen's time a couple years ago.
Yeah,
Um, I don't know who else is on your receipt
They
chart.
had
Right?
their second round draft pick, which was a guy named Mingo. Bryce hit him right in the chest, right wide open, doing a cross pattern. And he dropped the ball.
Dang. So yeah, he's not getting help either. So
Yeah, he's
I
not
will
getting. I mean,
say your defense is spectacular. They kept
mhm,
y'all in that game as long as possible. You could have still won. It
yeah.
just got away there at the end. So
Mhm,
the team overall is not horrible, but it's got to find something. And that offense is, like you said, it's very mediocre with the play
mhm.
calling. Um,
I'm interested to see what Andy Dalton does with the same receiving group because if it's the same old, then whatever. This year is just going to be learning for Bryce. But if Andy comes out there and slings it, and they beat the Seahawks,
there you
that's
go.
going to be pretty cool, man. Who do you guys play next?
Jaguars.
Oh, nice.
Yep, we got the Jacksonville
Oh,
Jaguars.
that's
So
right. You
that,
just said that.
yeah, so I could go either way, honestly.
Is it at
Um,
home or away?
I have to double check, but those division games are always weird.
So
And that's the thing.
is there anybody in your division that's no? Because Jaguars are 1-1. Titans, have they won a game yet, or are they 0-2?
I
I
don't
know the
know.
Colts are 1-1. So your division's still up for grabs, man.
Yeah, probably. I have to double check on the Titans. I haven't heard a thing about the Titans this year, to be honest with you.
Hmm.
Have to double check on that. But yeah, that's the weird thing about your division. I don't think anybody expected all those teams to be 2-0. Maybe the Saints,
No,
but the
yeah, the Saints, yeah,
Buccaneers and
Falcons.
freaking Falcons for sure was not expected to be anything.
They'll
But they
drop
do
off.
have a freaking awesome running back. So
Hmm.
Titans are, come on, you can do it. Titans record. Titans are 1-1. So yeah, everybody's 1-1 except for the Texans.
Okay, cool.
So we're not too far out. We play the Jaguars this week. We beat the Jaguars. We'll be 1-2. They'll be 1-2.
Hmm.
All right, not too bad.
It's
Thanks
a
for
long
saying.
season, like you were saying, man, and I'm trying to be optimistic of it, but just it was a rough start. You know what I mean? There's not much to put hope into
Yeah, but you
other
can't
than
get overly. You gotta remember these guys are still rookies. I mean, and the NFL is way different than college. Like
yeah,
college is a completely different monster than the NFL is. So
yeah.
you got to give them time. I know it's tough and it's annoying, and we want freaking results now, but you got to let them. You got to let them grow and learn. Like these, remember, they're playing pros now. These are people who've been playing for a while, and they know
Mhm.
exactly what they're doing and what they need to do. So
Yeah,
um, they got to learn.
I hear you, man. I hear you. So, we talked about our teams, we talked about our divisions. How about some fantasy football talk that you teased a little bit?
Before we get into that, absolutely love seeing Deshaun Watson struggle the other night, Monday night. That was the greatest thing I've ever seen in football. I
Yeah.
think just seeing him throwing interceptions and fumbling and freaking getting crybaby fits and having personal
Hmm.
fouls against him. Two, not just one.
Yeah.
He had two. I'm like, there you go, Browns. Thank you for taking that off of our freaking weight. We're glad to no longer have him and have to
Yeah,
deal
and
with
they
him anymore.
lost that game because of him. I think what was it? Was it either an interception or a sack return for a touchdown because of him?
Yep.
Which I told you during that game, I was like, it sucks because I want to root for the Browns, but he's such a douche
Mm-hmm.
that it's like you don't want him to do good, you know. And then they lost Nick Chubb, which,
That
ah,
sucks. Yeah, that's the
yeah,
part that sucks because Nick Chubb is a freaking world awesome running back, and
yeah, he's a pro. He's a pro.
hopefully his career isn't done because we
Mm.
saw Marcus Lattimore go through rough knee injuries and that ended his career. So
Yeah, this is Nick Chubb's second. He had one like that in
jeez,
college.
college. So that was a while ago. So
Hmm.
um, hopefully he can get rebound. I think they signed Kareem Hunt back, which
Hmm.
surprised that he wasn't already on the team. But you know, we got to wait and see what happens, man. I don't know who the best team in the NFL is right now. Who
Yeah,
who's the best team in the NFL right now? Who knows?
probably that team, the 49ers, which we both have somebody on their team playing some fantasy.
Yes, fantasy football wise, let's go there. So I am 0-2. Hopefully, you're doing better than me.
I'm 2-0 in one league. I'm 1-1. I don't know who this Megan person is in your league, but they got lucky.
They got lucky.
They got lucky. I think I lost to them by 4 points,
Okay.
but that one was within reach, man. I felt like if I would have made just one, I mean, it's always if you just make that one different move, it
Yeah.
changes your whole season. But I think in that one, I got super screwed by somebody.
I was in reach last week on Monday night. I had the Steelers wide receiver, and it needed like 6 points, and I would have won, but he
Hmm.
didn't get it.
Yeah, it's been
But
fun.
Right now, I'm looking all right. Who's giving me all these points, man? Who's giving me all these points right now?
So
Depot. Oh, freaking! I picked up the 49ers kicker this week because my other kicker sucked ass. Picked up Moody. He's got 11 points already, so let's
nice,
go.
man. I might need to make a change because I've had the Bengals kicker. That's who I drafted.
Oh,
Bengals.
Bengals. Jeez.
Bengals are not scoring points, man.
And that's part of my 0-2 right there because I got Burrow, I got Mixon, and I got Chase, and all three
Mm.
of them, nothing.
Yeah, you got to ride them out though, man. Unless you have some good substitutions.
Yeah, I mean, I can't sit Chase at all. He was
Yeah,
my keeper. Burrow looks like he's hurt. We don't know if he's playing or not, so I picked up Stafford just in case because it's a Monday night game.
good call.
Um, um, and Mixon, I guess I can't really sit. I really don't know.
I might can throw
Uh,
them in the flex, maybe.
yeah, but yeah, it's rough sledding right now. So I definitely hit the waiver wire this week. I'm like, I gotta get something going for sure.
I get that. Shaq Thompson, the guy for the Panthers who got hurt, he was my defensive player last week. So I had to go. That's the only thing I got off the waiver wire because my teams have been decent. I haven't had to really go shopping any.
That's good.
Which is kind of like, okay, I'm okay with my team right now, but I don't want to miss out on that good free agent that's sitting there. But I really haven't seen the need to make any moves just yet. Fingers crossed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good thing for sure. I had to make moves because my team's losing. Plus, I got a couple running backs who got hurt that are out. So I have
Yeah.
David Montgomery who's going to be out. He's questionable, but it looks like he'll be out. And then I have or I had the Saints guy.
Ah, cool.
I had him, but he's going to be out for the next 3 weeks. And then once
Oh, that's
Kamara's going
right.
to
He
be
got
back,
hurt in
so
that game the other night. That's right.
yes, and then Kamara's going to be back. So it's like I don't need to keep him. So I picked up the Steelers' other running back. What's his name? Warner.
Mm-hmm.
He's playing really good. So even with Naj,
Nah.
yeah, even with Naj as a starter, he's still doing pretty good. So I'm like, cool, I'll take him. I'll pick him up. And I got a couple Steelers on my team, which is wild. Cool, cool. And
Word.
Kelsey's finally back, so that's gonna help a
Yeah.
ton.
Mhm.
I don't know about you, but tight end always sucks for me. But
Yeah, it's one of those that you're searching. I feel like I have a decent one right now, so I'm just gonna let
yeah,
it ride, man.
yeah. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I mean, again, it's week 2. The difference with this is that the playoffs are part of the regular season, so there's
Mm-hmm.
a little more rush in fantasy football than there is in the real football. But
You have less time to catch up if you get
yeah,
behind.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly,
it's
exactly.
tough,
But
man.
what can
Mm.
you do? You gotta have fun some way.
Yeah. Cool, man. Well, that was all I really had to talk about with fantasy. Was there anything else you had going on?
No, I'm good. Like
Cool.
freaking, what can you do? It's
Cool.
all luck and luck.
Yeah, luck of the draw, man. That's it, man.
Yeah, but I
Your
mean, as
good player
always,
gets hurt, you are screwed.
my new issue is now that we're both in 2 leagues. I don't know if you're in more than 2 leagues, but
Mm.
I try to keep the same players on each team. So it's like, oh, if I got him on this team, I got to pick him on this one. Freaking, it's a hassle.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a hassle
I
because
get
I'm like,
that.
oh, I got to play them. If I made this move on one team, I got to do it on the other team to give it, positivity to work out. I don't know. It's stupid, but what can
Yeah.
you do?
I always feel like if I'm going to make a move, I'm going to jinx myself because I had, like we were talking about 49ers, I had Debo and CMC.
hmm
Don't like playing people on Thursday night, but I can't sit either of those guys. So,
No, yeah, you can't sit those guys. Those guys are bona fide starters, no matter what.
yep. Cool, man. Well, I'm glad you told us about your HHA trip, man. That was a good one. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
man. I wish I was
Um,
still there.
we
Wish
might
I was
need
still
to
there.
we might need to do a theme park centered episode soon.
Okay.
That would be cool, man. Because I feel like I wanted that to be a part of this show too. Just hadn't been much going on out there. So I feel like maybe the next episode we can do something, maybe like a special topic.
Well, I did try the Minion new ride.
Yeah.
Um, not
Oh,
even
yeah, that's right.
experience is the better way to put it because it's not really a ride.
Oh, I'm
Just
sure it's probably like Shrek's 4D.
well, it's called Villain Con, and what you do is you get basically on a moving walkway that
Mm-hmm.
takes you through there, and you're just shooting a screen trying to get as many points as possible. So kind of like Men in Black, but you're standing up instead of being on a ride vehicle, and it's just
Oh,
taking you through there. And this, I don't know.
standing up.
Yep, standing up the whole time.
Really, yeah.
Yep. It wasn't bad, but it's not fantastic either. So
Something
what
to
do you
kill time.
do?
Yeah.
I got some banana popcorn. That was fine. I
Ooh.
I got a banana popsicle. Did not like that. Normally like banana popsicles, but this one was just, I don't know, maybe too much banana. Um, Salt Minion Cafe, that looks cool. The area looks cool. I'll give it that. Um, what else did I do? Jurassic Park Tribute Store was freaking so happy that was still open. Had a blast in there. Of course, I'm a huge Jurassic Park fan, so being able to do that was fantastic.
Cool, man. Yeah, that
Awesome.
picture you sent me of you with the T-Rex was so cool.
Yeah, man. That one, and then I don't know what else is going on theme park wise. I know there's a bear that was in Magic Kingdom recently.
I didn't read that story because I didn't want to dive into it, but maybe next week we can get some more info and talk about it.
Yeah, we can probably talk about that next week, and then our next episode. I think we do this bi-weekly, and
Mhm.
hopefully our team's got some wins by then. You know,
Yeah, well,
hopefully by then they'll have some wins.
we'll see.
These two dogs over here battling harder than our teams. Um,
I hear
but
that.
yes, love
I'm
the
trying to,
HHN.
if you can notice, I'm trying to get this shirt in focus. It's a Hard Rock Cafe shirt. And the reason I
Hmm.
want to do that, because I wanted to send off this show talking about Thrill Me Podcast Network. Please make sure you guys like and subscribe. Come on over. Be a friend, tell a friend, share the shows. But you guys surprised me by getting me a Hard Rock Cafe t-shirt,
Yeah, buddy.
um, a Halloween one, which is pretty spectacular, man. I'm so appreciative and thankful for that. That was a giant surprise, man. I'm very, very thankful for that. Super cool because I collect the shirts. You know that. I don't know if they know
Hmm.
that, but
Mm-mm.
and the fact that it's a drummer, it's is it a zombie or a mummy?
It's the mummy, I think.
I think
I
it's a
have to
mummy,
double
yeah.
look at the shirt, but I think it's a mummy.
And
Um,
the colors theme is cool. The fact that it's Halloween and it fucking glows in the dark. It's the freaking coolest shirt of all time, man.
Actually, hang on. I think I have a picture of that shirt because I know it has a Guns N' Roses tagline on the bottom, which is a
Yeah,
double fit.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, I saw that shirt on. I follow so much Universal stuff, so I saw that shirt. And I'm like, oh, he got to get him that. He wants a shirt this year. He loves hard rock stuff. Well, let's get him this shirt. If I can find it, that'd be awesome. There it is. Okay, so it says "Rock is not dead,"
Hmm.
and then it's hard rock. Which let me tell you about that journey when I get there. Look at my
Uh,
freaking ham hock elbow and this freaking thing. Welcome to the graveyard. We got fun and
Fun and games.
brains,
Oh, brains. Okay,
fun and brains.
nice,
So it might be a zombie actually. Now that I'm looking at
sweet.
it. But yeah, that was a journey getting that shirt because I thought it would just be at the Hard Rock Cafe
Uh-huh.
that's in City Walk, but apparently not. So after I walked over there and looked for the shirt, I'm like, where the hell is this shirt? And then I looked at the mannequin. It's like only at Hard Rock Resort. I'm like, oh, perfect. Um, and I didn't stay at Hard Rock Resort because I'm not rich. So I hopped on the water taxi though, and it took me to Hard Rock Resort, which now makes me want to stay at Hard Rock Resort just from the lobby because that place is
I
freaking
bet.
awesome.
Mhm.
And I walked in there, and at first I'm like, they don't have his size. Like, what is this nonsense? Where is his size? And then I saw another display over there and had to go through them real quick. But I'm like, boom, bang, found it. Awesome.
Sweet.
Got that shirt. It was a cool shirt.
Yeah.
I'm glad it worked out because at first I'm like, I don't see this shirt. I'm just gonna have to order it online or something. But I'm like, nah, that suck. I want to be able to hand them
Uh,
something now from the trip. So yeah, I'm glad that worked out. And that shirt's cool. And I'm glad it was the drummer. The other one's like a singer, and I'm like, I'm sure you probably would have still liked it, but the drummer's just more fitting.
I was going to ask what other styles was there? Was there a guitarist, a bassist, a keyboardist?
Nope, just singer and drummer.
That's right, because they're the most important.
Yes, and I'm glad they do. Honestly, even though it was a pain in the ass, I say it's a pain in the ass, but I'm just lazy. But I'm glad they have like a special shirt for the resort.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
that's pretty cool. And,
Yep.
and it's very sentimental now. It's very touching. It's very awesome. I might not even wear it all the time. It's gonna be one of those after breakout for special occasions. So just want to say
Okay.
thank you to all you guys again. That was awesome, man.
Yeah,
The brethren here on the Thrill Me Podcast Network is great.
we take care of each other around here, man. We have a good time. I got a Chucky shirt. I don't know when I'm gonna wear it, but I put it next to the other HHN Chucky shirt I got. I need to get
Yeah.
the Stranger Things shirt because I have the two other ones, so it just makes sense to get this one. And then
Mhm.
I mean, just all kinds of stuff left to buy. I kind of want to buy all the Chucky stuff just because I'm a Chucky fan and just
I
collect
bet.
it,
Yeah.
even though I would never use it. I have no need for decals and all that stuff, but
Uh-huh.
it's Chucky. What can you do?
By the way, Chucky, have you seen this Chucky in Mexican TikTok.
I think so. I think one D
Oh
just did it
my
too.
geez, it's
Yeah.
hilarious. I think the tagline on that TikTok or the video, whatever it is, says Chucky and Mexican goes harder than the original. And it is
Oh Lord.
hilarious because the voice of Chucky in the remake for the Mexican or for the Spanish language is hilarious, dude. It's so deep and it's so rugged and it's awesome.
Nice. Yeah, I gotta check out more of that. But yeah, it's always fun to see other countries' takes on what was created here. It's
Yeah.
always a good time. It's always fun.
Cool, man. Did you have anything else for this week's show?
No, just check out the Throw Me Podcast Network shows. You got some stuff going on over there. I think you just beatboxed or had a new drum set or a new
Oh,
tool or whatever.
I have to. Oh yeah, my cajon, my acoustic drum box thing.
Did you
I'd
say?
get it, but I don't feel like getting it right now.
Did you say
But
cup holder?
what?
Did you say cup holder?
No, it's a cajon, man. Cajon.
Like
The beatbox.
cajones? Like
You're gonna make me get
cajones?
it, Arthur. You're gonna make me get it. Hold on.
Cajones?
Ah,
Did you say cajones?
my
Yeah,
cajon, bro.
there you go. I think I saw Zach Hansen playing one of those bad boys.
Yeah, it's cool, man.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun. It's something different. It's a new thing. I just remembered something I wanted to do for this show, so that's a teaser for the next show because we're gonna do it.
Well, write it down because
I'll
you're
forget.
old. You're old and
Yeah,
you'll forget.
true story.
Okay, yeah. So I think that's all this episode is. You had me talking about the HHN trip. You had me
Uh
messing up the Haunters podcast people's names because I was looking at a freaking camera lens on TV.
huh.
Um, you got cats, you got dogs, you got your national days, you got freaking football teams that suck. Um, what else could you what else could you ask for on this show
Yeah.
other than a good time, man? So awesome. Thank you for listening to the show. Please hit that like, subscribe, share with all your whoever.
Make sure you let us know what song you would get tattooed too, as well.
That thing that was awesome as well. I like that.
That was the question of the week.
Yes, put that on there. Make a short out of this. Put that up. Let people. We want
Yeah.
to know what song you would get. If it's freaking "Vampire" by Olivia Rodrigo, you got good taste. You got good taste. If
She's
it's
awesome, man.
She is awesome. If it's the Jonas Brothers, the Mother of Dragons is coming after you.
Ah.
But or the Queen of the I don't know. I don't know. But anyways, show's over. We don't have an ending for this show. we thank you for
Wait,
listening,
you
watching all.
said it. We've reached the end zone. Touchdown.
We
We've
have
reached
reached
the
the
end
end
zone.
zone.
So that's
Yes.
it.
All right, there you go. Up in the air, 6 points, end zone reached. It's the end of the show. Thank you for listening along. See ya.
Deuces.